Hello and welcome. This is Kendra and I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm sharing the June of 2024 Pink and Main Crafty Courtyard Kit. I know this video is a little later than usual, so I apologize, but I'll first show what is included in this month's kit, as well as 15 cards that I created with it. As always, the kits come with a zippered mesh project pouch, and then this sheet shows the contents of the kit and includes the color palette, and then on the other side it has some card sketches that you can use for inspiration. Now this month's kit has some specialty paper, this beautiful teal cardstock, plus you get 2 sheets of white ice rink cardstock and 4 of the colors in the color palette. Now some of the items that I'll be showing in this kit are available for purchase separately, and I will link those down in the description box below. And these are affiliate links, which means if you make a purchase, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, and this helps to support my channel. But as you will see, there are lots and lots of crafty goodies in this kit, so it's definitely worth it to sign up for the subscription. But this includes an exclusive confetti mix, and then these galaxy sticky gems here in 3 different sizes. They're like an iridescent clear. And then we have this stamp set with lots of ocean themed sentiments like "Let's Celebrate," "You Whaled It," "You Occupy My Heart," "Sending You an Ocean of Thanks," "Thank You from the Depths of My Heart," "You're Incredible," "Thanks a Ton," "Have a Jelly Good Birthday," "Have a Jawsome Birthday," and lots more. And then it also includes this embossing folder here, and this is called Light Rays. And then we have 2 die sets. So this first die set here is called Ocean Animals, and it has ocean creatures like a whale, a shark, a dolphin, an octopus, a stingray, a turtle, a seahorse, a lobster, and then it has pieces for layers to give these sea creatures some dimension. And then the other die set that we have is called Coral Reef, and it includes some dies to create an underwater scene. It has seaweed, coral, kelp, rocks, and it even has some border dies for the bottom of the ocean. And it also pairs with this stencil here where you can create some grass, groups of fish, some bubbles, and again you can ink blend the sea floor, same as what you could do with those border dies. And you can use this as a mask and ink it up with different colors. And so as you can see, it has lots of stamps and dies. And here is the 6x6 paper pad. This has 24 double-sided patterns, and it's called Ocean Life, and you get 2 of each design. Now the monthly subscription kit base price is $34.99, and an automatic shipping charge is added, and it's based on your location. And when you subscribe to the kits on the Pink and Main website, it will be shipped around the 15th of the month, but you can still sign up and purchase through the end of the month unless it sells out. So if you'd like to subscribe, again, I'll have a link down in the description box. But as you can see, it has some beautiful patterns. It's got some scenes, some starfish, some bubbles, some waves. I just love the color palette in this. It's going to make some beautiful cards. Now, if you've been a subscriber to my channel for a while, you know that I love to make cards in bulk. So what I usually do is work in stages. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you the different steps that I do when making a bunch of cards with a kit. Now, I've sped this video up quite a bit, so you can change the speed of the playback under settings if you want to slow it down some. But to start, I've placed all of the dies from both sets, except for those border dies, onto the large magnetic sheet of my die cutting machine. And surprisingly, they all fit and I still have room to spare. But rather than cut these out from different colored sheets of cardstock, I decided to just use white, and I'll color them with Copic markers. I've run this through my die cutting machine and cut out 3 sets of everything and colored these off camera. I pulled out 12 sheets of paper from the paper pack, and I went ahead and cut the teal cardstock into 4 by 5 1/4 inch panels. And I've also cut the ice rink cardstock in half to make some card bases. As always, I like to use the paper as efficiently as possible. And for this set of cards, I wanted to use some of my favorite card sketches from past challenges. So I'm just cutting a few of my favorite patterns into some panels first. And I'm also using some of the Pink and Main stitch dies that I have in my stash. Now, if you're not familiar with my quarterly card making challenges, I show how to take 6 sheets of pattern paper and cut it so that you can make anywhere from 15 to 17 cards. And I'll have a link below in the description box to my website that explains all about it. Now for the cards I'm making today, I'm not using cutting guides. I've just selected the different sketches that I think will work best with this pattern paper, and I'll place these sketches up on the screen as I'm making each of the cards. Plus I have a couple of cards that I made with some of the scraps, which I'll show at the end, and one of them is a shaker card. But what's great about the sketches from my challenges is that they include measurements for each of the pieces, so you can make them individually without having to make a full set. So with the rectangles and panels that I've cut so far, I've just kind of matched them up with some layers and put them with card bases. And here I'm just cutting down some additional strips from scraps from some of that cardstock where I cut some of the scalloped rectangles from. But I'll be taking the smaller strips and matching them up with sketches that I have that use those size pieces. And I know I don't show this entire process. It would take a really long time, but I just kind of wanted to explain my steps so that you know how I did this. And so after putting all of these smaller strips and putting those with sketches, I stamped out a bunch of sentiments. So the white cardstock that I used to cut out all of the die cuts earlier, I cut strips from the bottom pieces that, there was space left, and I used those to stamp some of the sentiments onto. So that's why you see me using this small strip here. I didn't do this on purpose. I just wanted to use up some of my scraps. But then after using up all of those scraps from those 3 pieces of white paper, I added the rest of the stamps to my Misty stamping platform, and I stamped those onto some larger pieces of white cardstock so that I would have a lot of sentiments ready to go. And I used Barbershop Blue, Lakeside Teal, and Construction Orange inks by Pink and Main to stamp all of these out. And then after stamping them, I cut them all out either with dies or just using my paper trimmer. And I'll have all of these ready to go when I'm ready to put my cards together. Now off camera, I selected which colored die cuts that I wanted to go with each of the cards along with the sentiment. So now I'm going to show me putting the cards together. Like I said, I'll have the sketch up on the screen and which challenge it came from. If you'd like more information about my archived past challenges, visit kendrascardchallenges.com. The current challenge and how it all works is shown at the top of the website, but if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll find links for all of the archive challenges. Now, I do want to mention that for some cards, I changed up the size of some of the pieces to work with the scraps that I had. But now I'm going to put on some music while I show how I put together the first 13 cards. And then when I get to the shaker card, I'll come back on. Enjoy!
just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
Now, this is the last card I made using past challenge sketches. I decided to add some touch of gloss onto the shark, and I absolutely love how this turned out. So I ended up adding it to all of the cards off camera. And here is the shaker card. And unfortunately, my battery died right before I started putting this together. So I don't have the footage of me gluing down the green stitched frame or the bubble pattern paper onto the card base. But my plan was to make an ocean scene shaker card. I used the border die to cut out the ocean floor from some craft cardstock, and I added some brown ink on top to give it some dimension. Now for the shaker part, I'm using one of the pattern paper panels that I cut out a rectangle piece from the middle of it, and this is what I'm using for my shaker window. I have a piece of acetate that's just slightly bigger than the opening of the window, and I added some double-sided adhesive to the back of that, and I burnished it down so that the acetate would stick. I added some foam tape all around the window on the back side, making sure to not have any holes for the sequins to escape from. And I brushed the inside of the acetate window with some anti-static powder so that the sequins don't stick. And I probably should have added another layer of foam tape so that the sequins could have a little more room to move around. But it's okay, it does work. But before I glued this onto my card base, I attached all of the ocean scene die cut pieces on the front of the shaker. So I'm just kind of tucking these little plants behind the ocean floor. Now this took a while because I used a lot of the different die cuts on this card. So I did speed this up just a little bit more so we could get through this quicker. But I used the sentiment that says "you are ink credible." Since I'm using the octopus, that's kind of like the focal point for the card. But I did add a seahorse and a jellyfish and some shells. I put a lot on this card, but it's really pretty, I think. So I used the anti-static powder on the pattern paper before adding the sequins. I never really know how much to use here. I either use too much or not enough. But I removed the adhesive backing on the foam and added some liquid glue just so that I could slide it around and get it centered if I needed to. And I did end up getting a couple of sequins underneath that foam tape, so I had to take those out. But to finish off this card, I added some googly eyes to the octopus and to the seahorse, and then I added some touch of gloss onto all of the sea creatures. I really love how this shaker card turned out. I know it's got a lot going on, but I love all the colors, and I love shaker cards. So you'll have to let me know what you think down in the description box below. Now I have one more card to show. This is the last card, and it's where I used those scalloped rectangle dies in two of the colors in the color palette, and I used that along with a stitched panel of my favorite pattern out of this Ocean Life paper pad. And because the paper is so pretty, I didn't really need to add much to it to make it a gorgeous card. I glued down one of the whales as the focal point, and then I used a sentiment, and then I just added some touch of gloss on top of the whale. And that finishes off the last of the 15 cards. I'll show a quick look at all of the 15 cards again. I really love how these turned out, and I hope you do too. You'll have to let me know which card is your favorite down in the comments section below. I'd also appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you'd like to subscribe to the Pink and Main Crafty Courtyard monthly kits, I'd love it if you would use my affiliate link. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.